Hello guys, welcome to the TheT-SaneOtaku channel. I am the new host. I have taken it over. I am the 3 Proxy, and today my deck profile is going to be for Shadow Paladin. It isn't even out yet, but can't say that on camera, never mind. This clan is obviously Force Clan, so you're going to need these. Not a lot of them, because you'll probably never be able to ride with Morikumo. We're a starter, full bow. Best dog, change my mind. Then we run 6 crits. And I know what you guys are thinking. Why don't you run 8 crits? Because pulling out draw triggers from the deck in the main is a lot better than pulling out crit triggers.
Change my mind.
Change my mind. So then we run 4 heals. Unless you want to be a degenerate and not run heals this early in the game. Have fun with that. And we have 6 draw trigger. Because drawing is fun. And guarding is fun. And winning is good.
What's going on here?
Not much.
Is this an illegal card game?
I wish.
Illegal, maybe?
Oh, what? I lost her. I should have.
Hey guys,
Sorry for the little debate, delay or whatever. I accidentally lost one of my Skull Witch namain proxies. I should be printing that out again soon. So yeah, we run Skull Witch namain as a 4 because she's really good at deck thinning, and deck thinning is deck winning. When you can trigger sack your opponent, and when you get rid of useless draw triggers when you don't need them later on in the game, you can have more pressure with crits like consistently, and that's pretty good. Then you run 2 of the Dark Saga Painters or whatever. On placement, Soul Charge grade 1 or less from drop, it gets 3k. Shadow Paladin has always had a soul issue. We usually we suck up soul. We can get back a counterblast, but just soul is a precious resource. So I think running this as minimum with 2 of is kind of necessary in all decks because we kind of blow through our soul so fast. Because, you know, there's like Cursed Lancer, we have Charon, we have, we don't want to Soul Blaster grade 3s because, Phantom Blaster skill, and then just etc, etc. I think this card is just overall a really strong card, but you can't run too much of it, otherwise the deck itself becomes weaker, and then we don't have enough soul we have so much soul that we don't know what to do with it. Then I run 4 Blaster Javelin, because Blaster Javelin is a good card. It's pretty good. There's so many times where I've just been like, counterblast, and draw, and I build an entire board for free just because I play it out of like the right card in my hand. So, Blaster Javelin's a good card. He makes pretty wonky numbers, but that's okay when you consider the fact where he's just a free draw for a counterblast, and he's a beater, and on top of that, he can also just be munch fodder. Munch fodder's good, because we like to munch. 4 Dark Sage Charm. Do I have to explain this? I don't think I have to explain this. She's the counter charger. I don't have to explain this. If anyone questions that why we run a counter charger, you need to stop playing Vanguard. We run 4 Blastodaku. 100% better than Blaster Blade, changed my mind. On placement, Counterblast 1, your opponent chooses one of his or her rear guards and retires it, already better than Blaster Blade. And then on top of that, if your opponent has no rear guards, you can discard a card from hand, get Twin Drive. So you're a grade 3 when you don't even have grade 3. That's broken. Shouldn't be allowed, but we have it anyway, and I love him. Then I run 3 Cursed Lancer. Worst case scenario, he's a 20k attacker without a force marker. Best case scenario, he's a 20k attacker and you counter charge. That's all I have to explain. We have Maka, Blaster Javelin.exe, except grade 2, and it gets 5k, and on top of that is a bigger base. Still good. Good at building boards, good at collecting resources. We do it a lot more efficiently than Royal Paladin, and that's all that really matters. We run 2 Dark Dictator because it's an alright card. It's not the best at gaining a bunch of advantage off the bat. It's one of those cards where it's like, hey, you have a big Vanguard swing. This is your first this is your first ride, and you never really have to worry about giving a force marker to your Vanguard. So that's why I run it as a 2 of. Because writing this too much and just stalling out the game does not progress the game in order for you to win. That's why I also wrote this card as a 2 of. Dark Wizard Bad, something like that. I forgot his name, but he's Vanguard Rearguard once per turn, Soul Blessed 1. You get to call the top card of the deck, give it 5k. If not, you mill it. This card builds boards. It is so good. When you sit there and you play this, and then you get like the Dark Sage Painter, so his cost is completely free, and you got a 15k attacker for free, absolutely broken. He's nice for munching and crunching, and that's all we really need. And then the reason this deck is amazing, Peanut Butter Jelly Dragon himself. His skill, he can counterblast 1 once per turn. He can munch 3 of his rearguards. Your opponent munches 3 of his or her rearguards, and then he gets plus 15k into crit. He's 28k attacker on his own. That's retarded. With a crit, even better than Imperial Daughter. Changed my mind. Dude, yeah, it's so much better than Imperial Daughter. Because it's 28. Got him. And then, on top of that, he, once per turn, if your opponent has no rearguards, you can Soul Blast a grade 3. And you can force feed your opponent a damage if they're at 4 or less. That is retarded. I did not expect us to get force feeding damage so early on in the game, but we got it, and I'm happy. Because
Kamikaze has it.
yeah, but theirs is a huge cost. Yeah, isn't like unequipped 5 equipped gauges?
It's like no.
Dude, that's a lot.
I counterblast 1. I eat 6 equip gauge to give my 1 rear guard 60,000. Have a fun day.
But they won't have rear guards against this deck.
Maybe they will.
Wrong. But no. Either way, it's like 2 clans in the entire like new Vanguard era can force feed damage, and this one does it a lot more efficiently than the other. Can you admit that at least?
Sure.
This one I can do it off second grade 3 ride.
The other one can too, but it's the sad thing about the good thing about yours is you can call more stuff and you can keep on doing that stuff, so
Yeah.
it's probably more efficient.
So yeah. And then that is the deck profile for our peanut butter and jelly .png.jpeg.gif. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave some comments below. Hope rip the one namain that I have lost. Hopefully we'll find it again. Other than that, have a good day, guys.